Presumed dad wants paternity test. This is a letter written by a reader of the Jamaica Observer newspaper. Dear Mrs. Macaulay, a woman I used to be involved with had a child back in 2009 who she claimed is my child. I found out that the child doesn't have my surname on her birth certificate, yet the woman insisted that she is mine. Basically, everyone is saying she is my child. I would like a paternity test to be done to prove or disprove same. Can you tell me how I can go about getting this procedure done through the courts? The mother of the child is consenting to it also. Right. Yes, this is a kind of case that a number of men would be interested in to prove or disprove a claim of paternity. Let's look at Mrs. Macaulay's answer. It is a good thing that you and the mother of this child have now decided to do what you both should have done ages ago in the best interest of the child. So you see that? Ages ago. That should have been done long time. If you are in doubt, get a paternity test done as soon as you can. We continue. This child has been the victim of the irresponsibility of her mother and her possible father, as she has been deprived of her fundamental right to bear the surname she was entitled to have from her birth. Her mother did nothing at the time of birth or the years following it to ensure that you, the person she claimed is her child's father, was named in her report of the birth of her child as the father, so that at least this would have been done on the birth certificate. So this is from 2009 and it's 2023 now. 14 years. My. She left her child in the position of bearing another surname rather than yours, and so denied her child a relationship with her purported father and her real identity. It is also a fundamental legal right of a child to have a relationship with the father and parental relatives. Anyway, as I said, it is good that you both have now agreed that this situation ought to be rectified. It is a straightforward process, which either of you could do and should have done before now. So I suggest that you act as quickly as possible. And if you are indeed the child's father, ensure that she bears your name and build a paternal relationship with her. You should go to the family court. Alright, so here are the steps that you should take now if you find yourself in a situation like this. You should go to the family court which serve the parish in which they live and inform them that in the court office that you wish to make an application for a declaration of paternity and for consequential orders to be made if the result is that you are indeed the father of the child. After your application has been prepared by a clerk of the court and it has been served on the mother of the child, and you both attend court on the designated day of the hearing, you should then, during the hearing, inform the judge that you wish to have a DNA test done. Then the clerk would inform you what you have to do and where you have to go, and also inform the mother that she must take her daughter on the day and time fixed for the test to be done at the designated laboratory as ordered. So as I say, you go to the clerk of the court, tell them you need the DNA test done, and then the clerk of the court would tell you, right, what you should do after that. And you also inform the mother. They would inform the mother also to take the child to the designated laboratory. All right. Now let's continue. You would be directed to collect a letter from the court office, which you must take with you for the test to be done and the results sent to the court. The court would also fix on the same day another date, so which you must take with you for the test to be done. So you go to the lab and the test is done, and then the results sent to the court. Yes, the lab would send the result to the court. The court would also fix on the same day another date when you and the mother should again come back to the court, appear in court to be informed of the result of the DNA test. If the test determines that you are the father, you should then and there ask for an order for the child's birth record to be rectified with the entry on them of your paternity, and for an order that the child's surname be changed to yours by the Register of Births and Deaths, RGD. You must ask when you can collect certified copies of the declaration and orders made by the judge from the office, one certified copy of which you or the mother must take to the RGD to ensure that they act on it and make the necessary entries on your child's birth record and issue a new birth certificate. You should ensure that you and the mother have at least one certified copy each. So ask for the number of copies you shall need. You shall thereafter be entitled to all your paternal rights and assume those obligations towards your daughter. Now, all of that would be done if you are found to be the father. Alright, let's look at the second situation. If the DNA test results is that you are not the father, then you would have disproved the mother's claim, which I trust would not be the case. You would in such a circumstance have no paternal rights over or obligations towards the child. Please note that you do not need to have a lawyer to make your application for a declaration of paternity, unless you choose to retain one to act for you in the proceedings. Alright? So you don't need to go to a lawyer to have a DNA test done. In fact, the majority of these applications are done in person by mothers and some purported fathers. I hope I have met your query and that you will act as soon as possible to ensure that the best interests of the child are upheld by you and her mother before she gets older. All the very best to you all. Margaret May McCauley is an attorney at law, Supreme Court mediator, notary public, and women and children's rights advocate. Send questions to allwoman at jamaicaobserver.com. You also have their address there to which you might write. Disclaimer: the content of this article are for informational purposes only and must not be relied upon as an alternative to legal advice from your own attorney.